Welcome to Read Radio, the official podcast of Fraser Valley Regional Library.
Welcome, my name is Amanda, and thank you for joining me for today's podcast. Do you know what ketchup chips, Caesars, Timmy's, and poutine all have in common? They are all quintessentially Canadian, eh? To celebrate our country's birthday, I'd like to share a few of my favorite books written by Canadian authors. The first book, called Moon of the Crusted Snow by Waubgeshig Rice, was recommended by one of FVRL's reading advisors when I was looking for a great audiobook. I am a self-professed audiobook snob, and a great narrator is a must. This audiobook did not disappoint. The Indigenous narrator expertly captures the atmosphere of this haunting slow burn thriller. After an extended power failure disconnects a remote reservation in North Ontario from the outside world, the community plunges into mass fear and panic. With winter looming, the community has to relearn their traditional ways in order to survive the brutal Canadian winter. I really enjoyed how this unique post-apocalyptic story is told in the Indigenous characters' own voices. I felt it lent a unique perspective on how different cultures would survive an apocalyptic threat. The next book recommendation is by the iconic Canadian author Margaret Atwood, called Testaments. I also listened to this book as an audiobook during my daily commute. If you loved the award-winning TV series Handmaid's Tale, an adaptation of the book, then you will love that the actor Anne Dowd, who played Aunt Lydia in the TV series, is the narrator. This was an unexpected treat. Testaments is set 15 years after the first novel ends and is told through the perspective of three women. Two young Gilead women whose lives are intertwined, and Aunt Lydia. Through plot twists and gut-wrenching misogyny, the reader watches as these women hammer away at Gilead's foundation. I couldn't get enough of the powerful story of women rising, and I must admit I sat in my driveway more than once to finish a chapter. And the final book I'd like to share with you is called The Maid by Nita Prose. This author's debut book has made several bestsellers lists and has achieved high reviews on Amazon, which intrigued me to borrow a copy when I saw it on the library's 7-day bestseller express shelf. What I liked about this story is how this original murder mystery is told through the lens of a neurodivergent woman, Molly, a maid at a very posh hotel. Through her naivety, Molly gets caught in some very high-stakes criminal activity and humorously relies on her favorite TV character, Columbo, to guide her as she navigates bizarre interactions with gangster thugs and cartel bosses. This character-driven murder mystery's uniquely original plot twist leaves readers with warm hearts as they cheer on this very clever protagonist. These titles are available as ebooks, downloadable audiobooks, and in print. Thanks for joining me today, and happy Canada Day!
Thanks for listening to our show. Remember, the library is always open. Check out the digital content tab on our website to access ebooks, audiobooks, online learning, streaming video, and some fun stuff for kids. Find all this and more at ferl.ca.